Today on the channel, we head back to Eternia for some villains from the Masters of the Universe Origins line with Spikor and Squeeze.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters Universe Origins unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got two of Eternia's nastiest. We got Spikor, and we've got Squeeze. But for all your Masters Universe Origin needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging on both of these. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it, and we'll see where it goes from there. We'll do some comparisons in the back half as well. So without further ado, let's start it off. We're going to start it off with little Spikor here. Spikor, I would say a B, C level villain, but a villain that resonates with a lot of people. A lot of people maybe don't know his name, the casual fans out there, but they definitely recognize him with all the spikes all over him. Where Squeeze, one of the coolest ones ever, in all honesty. Maybe not as well known, though, outside of the hardcore Masters of the Universe. How about that one there? But let's take a look at the packaging on old Spikor. Looking good, looking spiky. Watch out, he'll make you bleed if you're not careful. Of course, Snake Man style packaging 2023, the year of the Snake Man, as we do know. He is not a Snake Man, though, but he got the packaging design, so good for him. Good for him. Of course, it does say Spikor up top, and it says Untouchable Master of Evil Combat. And I think he's like a blacksmith or something, if I remember correctly. But you got the bubble window holding him in, the classic packaging style design. Of course, the comic book back there. Definitely looking good on the front. Modern posing, retro play. We're always here for a little of that. Got the beautiful artwork at the top, little cross sell down below, UPCs, some jibber jabber, some action features. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Spikor. Covered head to toe in spikes, the evil blacksmith Spikor crafts much of Skeletor's nefarious arsenal. And he's taking on some rock lords back there. And an Extendor as well. Extendor making an appearance. We both know both of these are coming here shortly in the future. I don't know. We know they're coming probably the end of this year, early next year. We'll call it that. Modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters Universe action figures. We got Squeeze, Serpent Claw, Man-at-Arms, Spikor, Snake Men Infiltrator. We're unboxing all those on the channel, so be ready for that one there. But we got all kinds of stuff. He does come with a trident because it says right there on the back of the package. But without further ado, let's get down to business here. Let's get him out of the package. See what's going on. See what all the fuss is about. And there's always fuss about spikes because nobody wants to get impaled on a spike. So people are always fussing. See you later. Kyle, don't climb that fence. There's a nail. You get spiked on it. Stuff like that. It happens. It happens. But there he is. Plastic prison. Looking pretty good there. But he is locked in. What do you know? Spikor keeping us locked in. So a little bit of extra danger with this one here as you're trying to get him cut out. But you got to be careful of those spikes. They'll get you. They will definitely get you. He's locked in at the hands, too. Oh, my gosh. They don't want him going anywhere. That is for sure. It's like a McFarlane Toys here. We got everybody locked down in a million spots, I guess. Is what it is. We're going to pull him out. There it is. There it is. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. Twist ties flying everywhere. What are we doing? What are we doing? But we did get a comic book with him here. It does say The Fading Fortress. Oh, baby. We got some other Snake Men back there that we saw in the Classics days that we have yet to see in the Origins. Maybe we'll get another box set in the future. Who knows? A little cross-sell on the back. And then, we got a little instructions. We don't need no instructions. See you later. Goodbye. Spider-Man style. But it does talk about a few things back here in this comic. You got Squeeze kind of as the main baddie, it looks like here. You got Snake Man Infiltrator. You got all kinds of stuff. Oh, traitors. You know, it's always tough when the Man-at-Arms gets some traitors from internal traitors. So there's comic book. Always fun to have those comic books, as we do know. But now we get down to Spikor, and man, he is spiky. Watch out. You got to be careful. But we do got accessories for him. You got this big old club, but I believe this is the first time we've seen this in the Origins line. Correct me if I'm not wrong there, but all in orange color here. Spikes all over it. Very on brand. don't want to be hit with a club like this. Even has a little knuckle duster protection down there. So definitely a cool weapon here for Spikor. Then we get another arm here, another hand attachment. And they talked about it, they got the old trident on the end, so he can poke and prod some people if he needs to, do whatever he wants, any nefarious thing he wants to do. And then we get another one here that's more extended. So do you like an extended spike or you like a short spike? I know most people I hear like an extended spike, but you know, some people say the small one gets the job done. So it kind of fits in wherever you fit in. I don't know, you guys tell me in the comments, but I've always been one with a long spike myself, and the short one down here never had that problem, but always had a long one. But yeah, you guys, to each their own, to each their own. But definitely looking interesting here. Definitely spiky. He's got the spiky chest on it. Thankfully not too spiky that it's going to draw blood on you, so that's nice. But I can see some kids, you know, getting in a fight on the old playground. The playground's a dangerous place, trust me. Started off dangerous in kindergarten all the way up till high school. When that playground, you'd go there and kind of circle around like cattle at lunchtime. Man, oh man, dangerous grounds there. And I could see a kid, maybe let's say second grade maybe, grabbing one of these from his house, come up from behind a kid, grab his hair, put this in his forehead, and just start grinding away. Playground's a dangerous place. Spikor, a dangerous toy for that time, no doubt about it. But definitely looking good in the blue color with a little teal around there to add some extra color. And then he's got purple skin throughout, like a young Barney the dinosaur in a lot of ways. Looking good in the purple. And then he's got the brown boots on there, a little fur boot action, of course. And then, of course, as well, shopping at Eternia's finest fashion district of Eternia. Got this nice loincloth here, and then he does got the Spikor championship belt in an orangish red color that does match his trident right here on the hand. And, of course, got a head going on there with all kinds of spikes going on. He got a bunch of hair gel and spiked his hair up is what he looks like there. But spikes all over the place, like a young Lisa Simpson maybe, who knows. Got yellow eyes that really are on brand here, really peek through, and different color combination than anything else, so you really get drawn into the eyes on this one. Love the white fang teeth as well. I don't think he's not supposed to be a snake man, is he? But he's got some fangs like a snake man. I don't know, maybe he's a crossover. He's a crossover character, who knows. But definitely an interesting looking one. Of course, this trident does just pop off, just like so. So you want the long one or you want the short one, huh? You know, that's what they say. What do you like? You like them long, you like them short. Short one's not bad, though. It's a little bit more hand-to-hand. You're just bam, bam, stabbing somebody in the eyes or something. This is more of long range, of course, being long. But definitely interesting there, but easily plug and play on that side there. Of course, the other hand here, he's got the old He-Man hitchhiking pose. He's ready to hitchhike across Eternia if he needs to. Arms do go all the way around on this one. You do get the side-to-side, single-jointed elbows, hands back and forth, hands removable as usual. Waist articulation, got movement there. Head articulation all around. Of course, you got those big old splits if you need them, side by side on the legs, single jointed, boot cut, ankles back forth, side to side. Then, of course, does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Make sure you get the Mattel stand. Make sure you use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Fits perfectly on there. Not a bad day at the office. And of course, I was going to mention that you can mix and match the parts if you want to, just like any of the other Masters Universe Origins. I'm a purist. I'm not doing any mix and matchings, but I can see some kids or some adults making their own characters, you know, moving things around, switching things up. Not a bad idea, not a bad thing to do. But there is old Spikor, a nice one here. Not a tippy-top villain, a little lower rung, but definitely welcome in the Origins lineup for me especially. But that's not the only one we have. We most recently got one in the Masterverse here, so we get a little bit different take on him. Very similar but different is how we'll call this one here. But we get Spikor just fairly recently. We unboxed this on the channel. Check out that review. And then as you guys know, I'm just a classics guy. Got the old classics version right there. So we got 3 Spikors looking mean, looking bad. For sure. Just wish I had the original one, but I'm not going back and getting those original Origins, or not Origins, Masters Universe figures, I guess, from back in the day. But that would be a great one to have the 4th one here. Almost time to do a Spikor top 5 on the channel. Who knows? Maybe one of these days we will. But looking good right there. I am definitely here for that. Spikor winning a lot of affection today. But speaking of affection, speaking of a big old hug, maybe even a squeeze. Yes, a squeeze, as we do get Squeeze right here. A very cool looking figure here. Nightmare fuel if there ever was one in the head department. Looks like something out of the V miniseries or the V TV show back in the day. I remember watching that as a little kid on Sci-Fi. The Sci-Fi channel used to have reruns of the TV show V. That reptilian head, very scary, very creepy. Those reptiles, you know, they're out there, I heard. There was that lady on the plane. in like Dallas, I think it was, and I like missed that by like a day or two, my travels. But who knows? She said she saw some kind of reptile out there, and oh, that guy's not real. That guy's not real. I've seen some not real things out there too. I see it a lot, and when I hit these stores, especially Walmarts, I see a lot of crazy stuff at Walmarts. I think you guys probably do as well. But Squeeze looking good, looking scary, looking awesome though with those big old arms there. Of course, Snake Man packaging once again. Bright green, which I absolutely love the colors on this one. And then you get a choose your own arm adventure. And we'll get down to that here in a second. But looking good on the front of the package. It does say Squeeze, evil long-armed viper. Trap warriors in a slither hold. It's like a sleeper hold, but it's a little bit different. It's a slither hold. So you got to watch out for that. On the back, we got the cross sell, we got the UPCs, we got the jibber jabbers, we got a little instructions, and we got some beautiful artwork up top. Who's in the artwork? Oh, we got Extendor, we got Rio Blast. We got to get that old cowboy, that old outlaw Rio Blast. He is coming to the Origins line as well, I believe, in 2024 as a Mattel Creations exclusive. So look to that one in the future. It does say Squeeze constricts, not constructs, he constricts them, his victims out of their last breath with his enormously elongated arms. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And it says you can tie up 3 warriors at the same time, and you can attach his pet snake to his arm. So a lot of fun playability with this one. I can't wait to dive into old Squeeze. He could be the main eventer of this set here for me. There's no doubt about it. Always liked this character. See you later. And we'll compare it to another version in a little bit. We do get the same comic once again, exact same comic. Some instructions for Squeeze. See you later. Spider-Man style. Goodbye. But we get old Squeeze looking good. Just want to give him a big old squeeze is what I want to do. And of course, per the case, per Mattel, he is locked in. They do not want him going absolutely anywhere with these big old arms. They say you got to use it at your own risk here. He's got some crazy things going on. It's up to you. You cut him out, it's on you, brother. That's what they say. So we're going to pull this out, pull that out. See you later. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, he's rubber banded in as well. You got to keep him going. Oh, I was thinking he had different arms in there. I thought he had 2 sets of arms. He does not have 2 sets of arms. So, and he's falling apart. Oh my gosh, what are we doing here? There we go. Pop it back in. But we do got an interesting one. There's no doubt about it. But he does have his pet snake all in purple here. Definitely first time in the line, no doubt about it. I think this snake also doubles as a weapon if you want him to. It'd be like a hammer snake or something. But all in purple, no bendy wire, nothing like that. Just a snake, and you can kind of wrap it around his arm if you so choose to do. But now we get down to the old main eventer. We get down to old Squeeze. And I guess let's walk through this articulation on him first. His arms do go all the way around right there. There's no real side-to-side or joints or anything like that, but it is like a bendy. A little bendy wire inside there so you get some movement. You can move some things around, do that. Very, very crazy. Very, very cool. It's almost like Go-Go Gadget arms is what it reminds me of. Old Inspector Gadget. But big old hands on him too. Definitely much larger hands than your usual Masters Universe Origin figures. He does got some nice snake bracelets though. A nice fashion accessory. We all need that going there. Does got a little snake emblem at the top in green against the purple. Looking good. Definitely a different top here for him. And then you do get a little ab showing through because he does all that snake working out all the time. So he needs to make sure he's showing those abs off. You do got some thigh protection, which is interesting. You even got some spikes on there. So watch out for that. That's a dangerous one for sure. And then some space-like boots on him. So he's a confusing guy. Some snake-like boots going on. You got the orange and gray looking pretty cool on him. Getting down to the head on this one, just nightmare fuel. Like a big old lizard-type reptile face. Got the slits in the eyes. Got the big, long mouth, almost like an alligator. All those teeth showing. Looks like something out of the V series or something out of Land of the Lost back in the day. Just good and creepy. I'm definitely here for that. This is definitely a creepy, creepy-looking dude. But definitely feels different. Definitely looks different than anything in the Origins line, anything in the Classics line, anything he's ever done. He just feels very different for this line. And I'm here for it because different is always nice. We get a lot of same old, a lot of repeat stuff. This feeling so different, I think, is really fun and really cool on this one. Of course, his head goes back and forth, side to side as well. Waist articulation, legs split, single jointed knees, back and forth, boot cut, ankles back and forth, side to side. All the usual articulation. You just got to be a little careful. He does pop off fairly easy at the waist as you move him around. But I'm sure he'll fit on a ringside stand. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And he's kind of like a tripod here. And they call me the tripod in some circles. But looking like a tripod a little bit here. Definitely interesting how it just kind of can wrap around here. You move the arm around, do whatever you want. Have him hold this snake. Choose your own snake adventure with old Squeeze. But definitely looking very, very cool. Possibly one of my favorites from the Origins line. I think when it's all said and done, I'm going to say, you know, this guy's probably a top 10er for me. Just a very, very cool figure. but not quite as cool as his Classics version. I really like this Classics version. I love it. It's the same thing, but just upscaled, a little bit more detail here. Totally different line, but definitely like the looks of this one, but definitely very similar. There's no doubt about it. You can almost say it's a father-son duo if you wanted to, but definitely looking really, really cool. And then you got the Spikor and Squeeze here together. Both very cool figures, both ones I'm very happy to have in my collection. But what say you guys and gals out there in YouTube land? You picking these two up? Did you pick these two up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and the other YouTube channel. We're growing both channels, and we got all kinds of stuff on both of them. Would love to have the support. Check out both channels. Make sure you do subscribe to each one of those. And of course, don't forget about Patreon. That's your best way to support this very YouTube channel. You get all the videos from both channels extra early over there on Patreon. And you can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for Spikor and Squeeze, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.